What's going on, my friends? Welcome to episode 91 of the Game Again podcast, where we talk everything New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, national and international sports. Hosted by yours truly, Adam Grassani, George Terrell, Cunningham, Alex Reich, Sam Morell, and our special guest, Anthony Paradiso. You can listen to the podcast right now on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. And you can listen to the podcast right now on YouTube. Also, sure to follow us on social media at Get the Game On P. With that said, it's time to get your game on. Yo, guys, it's not me around the bush here. We got a very, very special guest joining us today. For those who need a little backstory, me and this guy go way back. We were students together at Marcellus University. We did a lot of work together at the radio station there at WMSC, and this guy is now doing big things. I believe covers the New York Red Bulls organization for Jersey Sporting News, and we a big time New York Rangers fan. We are so happy to welcome to the show Anthony Paradiso. First of all, Anthony, number one, welcome to the show, and two, did I get your last name right?
Yeah, you got close enough. I'm happy with it.
Okay,
and thank you very much for having me in that introduction. That was great.
Okay, great to see you, Anthony. So let's not. So we all know what we're opening the show with. We all know what we're the show. Sorry, Michael. Sorry, Sam. But we gotta start with Tamaki. The New York Rangers. They're moving on.
I guess it's my nap time.
They are moving on to the second round. They defeated the Pittsburgh Penguins.
To start with hockey, trust me, it's a very bad day with basketball and me.
Adam, it's a very bad day with basketball right now. We said don't even want to talk about basketball.
Okay. We'll talk about basketball in the second half, but
no basketball.
I mean, the Rangers did. They won overtime. Terry Panarin, the game-winning call. Guys, I don't know if Michael, Sam, I don't know if you noticed, Pittsburgh Penguins blew a 3-1 series lead, so cue the memes there. But Anthony, you're the Rangers fan here,
so they did the Warriors. They did the Warriors.
So we're gonna give you the floor here. Break down the series for us.
All right, thank you. Yeah, the Rangers came back big time for the second time since 2014 when they did it the first time to the Penguins. They came back from a 3-1 series deficit.
This is the second time they've done it to the same team too.
That's gotta hurt. That's gotta definitely hurt.
Rangers, baby. Rangers.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Hey, Adam, me and Sam may become Rangers fans now.
You're welcome. You're welcome into the family.
Hey, Anthony, you got an extra Rangers jersey I can wear to piss off Adam?
I'll go on eBay right now. I'll get one after the show. All right. But let me say this first. All right. The Rangers showed incredible resilience in this series because, this was like, I feel like Crosby felt like one of his last chances to win the cup. So he really wanted to go for this. He was clicking in the beginning of the series until he got injured. He had, I think, 9 points in the first 4 games or 5 games of the series. Okay, so for that, right away, he was playing phenomenal. Jake Gensel had 7 goals early on in the series. He finished with 8, which I believe is like second in their franchise history in one playoff series. So the Penguins were a lot to handle early on, but the Rangers gutted it out. And a lot of it has to do with Igor Shesterkin in net. They are not sitting here today winning this series without him.
I wanted to bring that up. I mean, I was watching Igor Shesterkin, and oh my God, I'm gonna give you credit. He is something. He is something special. No, I don't want to discredit the Rangers. They definitely played well series, but Anthony, I don't know if you're gonna disagree with me. This may be a hot take. You give the Rangers Louis Domingue, and you give the Penguins Igor Shesterkin. The Penguins sweep the series.
No, that's 100% right on. I think you ask any expert, anybody who's watched this series, they'll tell you that Igor Shesterkin was a difference, and he's just a phenomenal goalie. He actually had an assist in Game 6.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that.
Yeah.
It reminds me so much of I mean, I'm a Dose, I got brain cells. It was so much of when Artie Brodeur or like his puck handling abilities. He racked up a lot of assists in his age. I believe he had an assisting. Did he have an assist in Game 7? Evan, I'm not sure.
I'm I seem to remember, like, if I go back, I mean, I wasn't watching.
Let me look up. I think he had an assist. But
well,
it's just story. That you see. It's just you see Igor Shesterkin. He can handle the puck. He's got an excellent glove. I mean, and he. If you want to give one person credit, I mean, a lot of the Rangers players played well. I mean, Mika Zibanejad, what else can you say about him? He was phenomenal down the stretch, phenomenal. But the Rangers are not staying here to moving on to second half if it's not for Igor. He's been phenomenal all season. He was phenomenal in the series.
Yeah, and I think the point there is that the Rangers' defense, meaning their defensemen, did not play really strong. They were overwhelmed at a lot of points, especially in this Game 7 in the first period.
That was an awful penalty by Trouba.
Yeah, he took a few of those and a bad giveaway in Game 6 that led to Malkin's goal. There were a lot of mistakes there, uncharacteristic mistakes that you don't make at this time of the year. And Shesterkin was there to bail him out. He kept him in this game. He kept him in the last 2 games that they're able to win. And, he just deserves a lot of credit. And then obviously Zibanejad, who you touched on, came to life late in the series, scoring 3 goals in his last 3 games, including the 2 in Game 6. Tonight he had a pivotal goal. I think it was like the second or third.
In the third, he tied it. He tied the game because it was seemed like that was just the Penguins were going to win. They were leading 3-2, and Zibanejad tied it with like less than 6 minutes left. I believe he also had the primary assist on the Panarin goal too.
It was great.
He was all over the place this game.
He was clutch, and honestly, I love Chris Kreider having 50 goals this year, but Zibanejad's example on the ice means that he should be the captain next year. I like Kreider. I think he's more of a supporting guy. I think Zibanejad really has the pulse of the team. I don't know if you agree.
I completely agree. That's what respect to Panarin too, who's to Panarin, who's really like who you could say is like arguably their best player, or at the very least their best skater. But I feel like Zibanejad, he's just a leader. He is like the leader of like this team.
Exactly. He's very even keel, right? So he's not like the flashiest guy, even though he possesses some great skills. But I just like his demeanor. I think he's steady. I think as a forward, it's uncommon to find a guy who has leadership skills and great, scoring ability and stuff like that at the same time. And I think he's got that. Kreider's got it too. I think it's close between them, but and Panarin's pretty good too. I think that my thing with Panarin is he didn't really have a strong series. He wasn't really around in the middle of the series when they lost games 3 and 4. He was invisible. And then tonight he scored the big goal, right? So that kind of gets all washed out. But from game to game, I don't think he was completely in every game.
Yeah, he struggled this series, but once you score the Game 7 overtime winner, all is forgiven.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing about the Rangers game, Adam?
Go ahead, Michael.
I got a question for Mr. Anthony. Who was your favorite Ranger of all time? Because mine was Mark Messier. Well, I don't know how to pronounce him.
Yeah.
Mark Messier.
And I remember like my neighbor used to take me to Rangers games when I was younger. Like I used to watch, like going to Rangers games or Devils games, whoever was playing. But seeing a Rangers game, you know how it is. It's crazy and the atmosphere is nuts. What was your favorite Rangers memory growing up?
Okay.
And who was your favorite player growing up? At Madison Square Garden Ranger moment.
Sure. Thank you for that. I think, I think it wasn't a great memory because they lost the game. But I think just your first time going to the Garden, seeing the team was magical for me. So when I was like 8 years old, my dad took me in like December, leading up to, the holiday season. And I saw the Rangers play, and they went to overtime with Nashville and they lost. I just saw all the main players. I saw Messier. I remember him my dad pointing out Messier to me, and I was like in awe of him because I had heard so much. And then Mike Richter even too. I liked them both. I'd give Messier the edge because just he was the consummate leader on those teams though.
About Gretzky, because Gretzky did play for the Rangers, but that was at the end of his career.
Yeah,
that was at the end of his career, and no disrespect to Gretzky, he wasn't the same player in that stage in his career.
And I got one more question, Adam, if you don't mind.
Okay, one more. Then we're gonna give the floor to Alex.
Hey, I'm interested with this. Who is on your Mount Rushmore of the greatest hockey players of all time?
All right, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to give respect to some goalies.
Some goals. Just so you know, Anthony, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Are you just twerking right now? God.
All right.
Adam, do me a favor. Never dance like that ever again, okay? Thank you.
Now, listen, I think with this question, you're supposed to be impartial. And I will say that during the period that I watched, okay, I can't go back to the 70s or 80s, but during the period that I watched, Brodeur, he won 3 cups. So I'm going to put him up there, even though I'm a Rangers
Good
fan.
boy. Good boy.
So, Now listen.
Here's the thing, though. I would not have blamed you if you put Hasek up there, because Hasek was really, really good too.
Yeah, I was researching.
Isn't Wayne Gretzky supposed to be on that list? I'm just saying.
No, Wayne Gretzky is going to be on there, and then Messier as well, because Messier has 6 cups. Okay, so that's 3, and if I have one more, this is going to be just an incredible talent, and I'm going to go with Mario Lemieux.
Yeah.
What about Sidney Crosby? I thought he was the GOAT.
No.
Crosby's not there yet. Crosby's not there. Crosby's just not there. As great as he is, he's just not there.
Yeah. So yeah, like Crosby's great. You saw in this series how great he was. But I think you just have to be dominant to be on that Mount Rushmore, and I don't think Crosby really. He was pretty close to it in this series, but I think just over the whole course of his career, I think he's a step behind those guys, even though he's pretty great.
Yeah, I will say though, one guy who I think has a chance to kind of get to that level, Connor McDavid. He's unbelievable.
As long as you didn't say Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes will be there one day too. He will be there one day too.
Adam,
I don't know about that. No,
Yeah,
maybe not there, but he'll be special. He's a special player in his own right. That's all I'm gonna say. He's gonna be special.
Adam, do you think he's going to be a top 10 hockey player by the end of his career, Jack Hughes?
All time.
All time.
I don't think so. I will say this. I think hot take. I think he's gonna be a top 10 player by the end of next season.
You say he's gonna be the best player in the next 5 years.
I never said that. I said who's gonna be a best player in the area. So New York, New Jersey, Philly, all that stuff.
First of all,
by the way, I can't even hear you.
1, I don't even watch hockey that much. 2, I know Jack Hughes isn't the best, won't be the best player. I heard that PK Subban, the brother, is the best hockey player in the world right now.
Oh man. You know what?
He used to be.
Yeah.
He's
Adam, you know me, I'm black.
Off.
I don't like hockey. I can't skate. Black people, we can't skate.
Hey, we got Keandre Miller. All right.
I'm talking about real black people. I'm talking about real black people.
Hey, I wouldn't say that to him.
All right.
Yeah, he is biracial, but
he don't count. I'm talking about full black.
All right. Michael, I'm sorry. We have to take the floor from you. Alex, my friend, I want to ask some questions for Anthony. Anthony, he's our resident Flyers fan here, by the way.
All right.
Watching porn, bad.
How's it going, Alex?
Like terrible.
Shut up, Michael. Go ahead, Alex.
Wait, and I just want to let Anthony know right now. Alex is not doing good in the sports world because Philly is not doing good in general. So just be aware of that.
He's a little bitchy right here. Because Alex on his Philly period.
Here's the thing, Anthony. You gotta remember, at least we beat the lottery over him. We jumped him in the lottery. He doesn't even have that.
Yeah, that's true. You guys got the second pick.
All right. We're sorry, Alex. Go ahead.
Alex is like, he's getting fucked by everybody.
Okay, so first off, at least there's some shining light in the Philly sports world because the Phillies beat the Dodgers in the series even
Talk
though
about
they
hockey, not
right.
baseball. Thank you.
Y'all lost the last game of the series, so none of that counts. All right, go ahead.
All right.
But we
all right.
won 3 out of 4.
All right, so
Alex
That's
can
good.
go.
3 out of 4.
Alex,
Okay.
Alex, do you have
Yeah.
a question for Anthony?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on the Flyers coming into next season?
Yeah. Well, I think that they have to press probably the reset button, even though you have Carter Hart in net. And I just don't see too much else right now that would say we could retool and go at and try to contend next season. So I think you press the reset. You really try to get some young players in there, like the Rangers did. The Rangers got all these young defensemen. They had Adam Fox, Ryan Lindgren played great in this series. Adam Fox is actually a trade, so you got to make some moves like that too. You have to make your team attractive to get talented young players to want to come there and build a core. So next year, you get a new coach who's got a good vision. I think that's the start. The Rangers brought in Gallant, and he kind of changed the culture and made them into winners. So it's probably not going to happen overnight, but you got to start that process instead of continually retooling. You have to do a full rebuild.
I said before, I think the Flyers need to just completely blow it up this offseason.
I'm sorry to say that.
Yeah, maybe a little bit about it, but here's the thing: you're Flyers. Yeah, I remember they're in a stacked division. The Rangers aren't going anywhere. The Hurricanes aren't going anywhere. The Islanders the Islanders I don't think they're finished contending yet. Hopefully my team will finally start to contend. Hopefully my team will finally start to contend next season, but that's neither here nor there. But so the Flyers hopefully the Flyers need to I think this is the offseason. I think the Flyers need to start that rebuilding process, and hopefully in a couple of years they'll be back on top of the Metro and probably be a thorn in my teams. I'm sure Anthony's team sides.
They'll definitely, if they do that, they'll be a big thorn in the Rangers side. They love to beat the Rangers, and it's always been a big rivalry. Isn't that right, Alex?
Yeah.
So I think and the Flyers' identity has always been like a playoff type team, as being gritty, like the mascot. And I don't know what happened to my lighting right now, but
it's fine.
Whatever. I think the Flyers like to be a physical team, like a playoff team. And, I think in today's NHL, as opposed to how it used to be, you need a lot of skill, and they need to start, filling in those skill positions, especially center, defense. That's what the Rangers did, was Zibanejad, Panarin, and then Adam Fox. There's all like integral players. And then they raised the level of players like Kreider, because Kreider was not a 50-goal scorer before he got guys who could really pass him the puck, like Panarin on the power play. So I think that's one big difference there, so.
All right, so Anthony, so you break down the next season for Flyers. I'm asking you to do the same thing for they break down that was going to the off season and going to next season.
Sure.
They're doing terrible.
Can I be blunt here, like I wasn't with the Mount Rushmore, and say that the Devils are going to be last? Like next year? No, I'm just kidding. I think there's an interesting situation, because I think throughout this year, there's been times where you might have said fire Lindy Ruff right now because the team looks non-competitive. And I think that, everybody likes stability, and the front office likes stability, so they kept them around. But I think going into next year, you probably need a new voice, because, Lindy Ruff came in there as an experienced coach who could move along top young players like Jack Hughes. And he did. Okay, Jack Hughes took a major big step forward this year. But so the question is, though, do you take that mentor away? Because if Jack Hughes had success with Lindy Ruff, does that mean he needs to be there next year? That's my question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that.
I've heard some rumors that they may move him to a player development role. I mean, I'm not sure how accurate those are, but
here's another thing, and I'm gonna just use a basketball reference just so that we get a better picture of why I think that would still be fine. Let's use the Golden State Warriors with Steph Curry and Mark Jackson, for example. Mark Jackson helped the player development of Steph Curry. They fired Mark Jackson, brought in Steve Kerr, and then Steph Curry took that bigger leap with Steve Kerr. So,
okay, that's a pretty good.
Yeah, which is why I've been leaning towards moving on from Lindy Ruff this offseason. I mean, it doesn't. That's right now. This look like it's gonna happen. But I've been on the leaning towards just moving off from Lindy Ruff, especially that the Islanders were dumb enough to let Barry Trotz go. I would just so you know, Anthony, I would take Barry Trotz in New Jersey in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he's a great coach, definitely. He's got all the credibility.
Yeah.
Now, he's a guy that I think has success with teams that are ready for the playoffs too. Yeah. No offense, I think the Devils have some work to do under Blue.
Yeah, I still think the biggest issue we need to address next season is goaltending.
Yeah.
Let me explain, Sam. We talked before about Louis Domingue if he was on the Rangers to get swept. Our goaltending was probably worse than Louis Domingue. It was that bad.
Listen, Adam, I'm gonna be real with you right now, and I don't even watch hockey like that. But the games that I did see, I'm gonna be real with you, Adam. The only bright side about the Devils at this point is just Jack Hughes. He's the only bright side. Everything else is just get it off.
Here's the thing, though. You got some real talent. Aside from Jack, you got guys like Jesper Bratt. Nico Hischier really started to take his game to the next level. Towards the end of last season. You still got Dougie Hamilton. And Luke Hughes, Jack Hughes' brother, did you see him? He had the overtime goal for Team USA at the World. So he's one of the best prospects in hockey, and people are saying he could be an upcoming star. So this offseason, they really need to. I think I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have a Devils guest on because I want to get more into this. But this offseason, they need to really go out there, and I would say we won the offseason for every single year the last 2 years. Go win the offseason again. Go, get a Husso on free agency. Go get a Forsberg or Johnny Gaudreau on free agency. Go out there and make some go out there and make some splashes. And really send a message to that hey, we plan on really taking that next step next season. Because Anthony, I don't know about you. I'm gonna be honest. Watching the Rangers this postseason, it makes me feel like I want this feeling back in Jersey. It makes me look like I want this feeling back already. It's been what?
Listen,
how many years since we've been to the playoffs? What? Not counting the one where we got bounced by a Lightning in 5 games. It's been just so long since this team has just been competitive. And
Adam, I'm just letting you know, this is the type of mentality I have with the Devils at this point, and that's why I was joking. That's why I was I'm on the Rangers.
Yeah, the same mentality with the Pelicans.
No. I have the same mentality with the Knicks. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. It doesn't matter if we get all the superstars possible; it still somehow goes wrong.
Knock out.
I think the difference is though that there's a lot of underrated prospects. Alexander Holtz might be good.
Alexander Holtz, yeah, I forgot to mention him.
He's a sniper forward, could be a good talent. Then there's Kevin Ball, who's just a beast, huge defenseman. He got a little bit playing time this year. They get him some more next year. He could be really tough. So, look, the Devils.
And it's going to be interesting to see what they do with the number 2 overall pick.
Is he like the Lonzo Ball?
Oh yeah, no, you actually spell it.
It actually spelled BAHL, so not BALL.
That's funny.
So he ain't Lonzo's brother. He ain't Lonzo's brother. Okay.
No, but
hot take. The Hughes brothers are better than the Ball brothers anyway.
I saw.
That's not a hot take. That's just a correct take.
First of all,
you're like Adam. You're comparing two maybe all-star caliber players to like star caliber players to two projected future Hall of Famers for hockey.
Yeah.
Adam, Sam, Jack Hughes. I don't think he'll be a Hall of Famer. I just don't think it yet.
I think he's got a good chance. I think
Quinn Hughes is
like really. I don't know if you hear about Quinn Hughes. He's really good in Vancouver.
First of all,
he's one of the best defensemen in the league.
It's a racist sport. They have a white people hitting a black puck with sticks. That means that's the message. Let's kill black people. That's what hockey really what it is. That's what
you need the
Michael is kind of tone deaf considering the situation in the world, which we will be talking about later on. But okay.
No, I think hockey is a racist sport. They here's the thing, Adam. There's only 5 people in the NHL that are black. 5 players that are black. If you can name 30, I'll be impressed. Go.
I will say though, I would like to see hockey increase the African American population. It's hard to do because it's like a lot of their players are like from predominantly white areas. Not even just the United States and Canada.
I think some of those
not even just the United States, but in Europe, you got Finland, you got
I think some of them
Sweden. A lot of hockey players are from like predominantly white areas, so it is gonna be hard for them. But I definitely think hockey needs to integrate itself into the African American community.
First of all, here's the thing, Adam. That's something to say. No disrespect to none of you guys. You guys are hockey head. Me and Sam, we don't like crazy people hanging up with stakes. You know what I'm saying, Sam?
I guess.
First of all, we need. And we also hockey need cheerleaders. That's what they really want. That's why they ain't big sports. They don't got women shaking their ass. That's why they losing at all the sports.
No, but here I'm just gonna be real. This is why hockey really isn't that popular. It's the same reason why we see like tennis not be as popular or golf not be as popular. It's a fun sport, but it costs way too much money just to even be a part
That
of.
is true.
That is
true.
Like basketball, all you need to do is buy a basketball and then go to a park. Football, all you need to do is buy a football, have a friend go with you to the park. Soccer, all you need to do is buy a soccer ball, go to the park. Hockey, you need to buy the sticks. You need to have a puck. You need to make sure there's a goal.
You need a net.
You need to find an ice
rink. For goalie, you need a goalie equipment.
You need to have a pair of skates. It's just
hockey,
too much.
Yeah. Those are advantages that football and basketball have over sports like baseball and hockey.
First of all, in baseball, you could do baseball drills for one person. You'd be surprised.
I mean, baseball to a lesser extent, because it's not as expensive as hockey, but you still need to buy the bat, buy buy the glove and balls at the bare minimum.
No, the problem with baseball is you need at least 4 to 5 people to really get engaged in baseball. All these other things, you need maybe one person.
Yeah, in basketball, you can just play 1-on-1. And football, for it to be really interesting, you probably need a group of friends.
To be like a game, yeah.
No, all you need to make football interesting is just 3 to 4 people. I've had fun with 3 people in a football. Plus, one more thing, Adam and Mike, I think you're gonna agree with me with this. I think the main reason why, not a lot of African Americans are in hockey is because, have you ever heard of a winter in Africa?
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
It doesn't get cold there, man.
Well, not all black people are in Africa now. Come on, right?
Hold up.
Yeah.
You got them in France,
that's the thing.
United
Like
States.
baseball, for example. Baseball's like not. I looked it up. It's not huge among African Americans, but among like players,
Black people love baseball.
Yeah, players like among Spanish people in the Dominican Republic, baseball's huge in those countries. Huge.
Hispanic. Listen, you're speaking to a Hispanic. When we talk
Sam,
about
you're
baseball,
half
be
Hispanic.
serious.
Shut up. You're half white, half Hispanic. Shut up.
I'm mostly Hispanic. What are you talking about?
Your mom is white. Shut up.
Sam, what
She's not fully
Hispanic
white.
what Hispanic country do you come from?
Cuba.
Cuba. Oh, nice. Cuba.
He a Cubano. He's a Mendejo.
All right. I was saying, a lot of the
Love you, Sam.
a lot of the baseball players come from the Dominican, like especially I know that Gary Sanchez was for.
It's mostly
next.
Yeah,
Gary Sanchez from Dominican. Gleyber Torres is Venezuelan.
it's the baseball where most Hispanic baseball players come. It's like they're from Dominican Republic.
Yeah, Dominican.
That's where most of them come from.
Also, one last thing, Aroldis Chapman's from.
Oh, well, Chapman's from Cuba. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Cuba. We have to represent somehow.
All right.
All
right. Let me give you Anthony the last couple of questions here. So now the Rangers, they move on. Now they play the Carolina Hurricanes in round 2. So you have the floor here. Break down this upcoming series for us.
Sure. This is a rematch from the play-in series 2 years ago. Does anybody remember that? And the Rangers got swept.
The Rays played the Hurricanes that series? I did not remember that.
Yeah. I've had nothing to think about but that for the last 2 years. And, the Rangers looked terrible in that series. I really thought – I wrote an article where I said that the Rangers are a good matchup for that series. And I was totally wrong. So I hope that I'm right in saying that this Rangers team has grown enough after winning a tough series that they're going to be a tougher out against the Hurricanes. All the analysts, if you watch the TNT broadcast, which is, supposed to be the impartial broadcast of all these games, they definitely say that the Hurricanes look like a strong team right now. They look hot. They look good against the Bruins, but they still went to 7 games against the Bruins who, weren't like one of the top teams. Yeah. I still think that probably the Panthers and the Lightning are the 2 best teams left.
Yeah.
And I think the Hurricanes are right there. I think the Rangers are close, but they cannot play defensively. They can't make the silly mistakes that they did against the Penguins and expect to win.
Yeah.
So that's what it's going to come down to. Shesterkin's going to be their best player probably.
Yeah.
But if they can find a way to create an advantage out there by outskating the Hurricanes or finding some kind of advantage with their skilled players, that's what's going to get.
Yeah, because the Rays, they made a lot of mistakes this series that they got with against the Penguins that they're not going to get away with against the Hurricanes. Like no disrespect to the Penguins, the Hurricanes are just a much better team. Hurricanes are one of the best teams in the NHL.
Yeah, and are they a little bit underrated, the Hurricanes? Because like their goalie.
I wouldn't necessarily say they're underrated. I think they're properly rated. I think everyone agrees that they're like one of the best teams in the NHL. And they could win the cup this year. They're a team that could win the cup. Get the cup. And it's gonna be a really tough battle for Rangers. Now, I'm going to ask, can the Rays win this series? Sure. Would I necessarily be surprised if they won the series? I wouldn't necessarily be surprised, but it's not going to be an easy series. It's definitely not going to be an easy series.
You know what I'm
here's the thing.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to predict that the Rangers are going to win this series.
How many games?
5 games.
Oh. Hey, listen, if they carry momentum after winning, emotionally in overtime, that's going to take for them to do everything right. I think, I don't know. There's not quite the playoff experience there. I think if they win, I'm always going to pick the Rangers. I'm going to say it's going to be 7 because I think that it's such a tough matchup. I don't think that the Hurricanes have a weakness that the Rangers are really going to exploit right away unless they take tons of penalties. They play undisciplined. Because as we saw in the Penguin series, the Rangers power play converted at around like 35%. So, and in the last few games, they were like 4 for 7 or something like that, which is incredible. So they took advantage of the Penguins there. So that's like one big strength that the Rangers have. They had the 5th best power play during the regular season. And I don't think the Hurricanes are quite there, but it's going to be the Hurricanes won the division because they're good in all areas.
Yeah.
So that's optimistic, Sam. But I think I like the support, man.
Like, because I say you ain't getting like that goal you got at the end of Game 6 of Louis Domingue. You ain't getting that against the Hurricanes.
Yeah, no, the bobble. Yeah,
You ain't getting that against the Hurricanes.
Couldn't believe. No, I'm not. I mean, I think the Hurricanes are going to get Freddie Anderson back, who's their top goalie.
Yeah.
During the season, so they've been playing Antti Ranta, who's like the backup, in this last.
And Ranta's not bad, but
no, yeah, he's not.
I mean, Ranta's not bad, but Anderson is just clearly their main guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, Freddie Anderson is clearly their main guy. Freddie Anderson, like, we all just praise Igor Shesterkin's the best goalie this season, and I agree, but Anderson's just as the Suzuki case has been like on his level. He's like up there with some of the best goalies in the league this season.
Yeah, exactly. And I think surprisingly Tristan Jarry for the Penguins was in the top 10 in like save percentage in those categories. He had a very good year. He had 34 wins. But I think that there's something maybe that you can't measure that the top goalies really have. It's sort of like a belief that they're the best. Like Lundqvist had, I'll say Brodeur, a lot of these guys had like that separated them.
Yeah, I will say this about Igor. I think he has that factor. He has that it factor about him. Because his name about Igor. He didn't always at times play his best series. He didn't always at times. He didn't always play his best series, but he always kept them in. He always kept them in games, especially down the stretch.
Yeah, what I think happened when the Rangers got blown out 2 games in a row, they just were dominated. Skaters, the skaters were dominated by Penguin skaters.
Okay.
They had Igor had no chance because the Penguins were just peppering the net. They had like 35, 40 shots. It was just, what I mean? Like any goalie will cave to intense pressure for like 10 minutes in a period. So that's what the Rangers did to Igor in those games that they can't do against the Hurricanes because it'll be the same story. So I think the Hurricanes have more offensive firepower than the Penguins. I don't. The Penguins had Crosby and Malkin, but I think Svechnikov, Sebastian Aho going to be really tough for the Rangers to take care of. They got a lot, and they have Tony DeAngelo, who had like 5 to 7 points in that series against the Bruins. So not only on offense, the Hurricanes have some tough players. They also have it on defense.
The Carolina Hurricanes replaced Dougie Hamilton with Tony DeAngelo and somehow got better.
Yeah, well, Tony DeAngelo is much smaller than Hamilton, but that doesn't mean that he can't be great shooting and passing the puck. And that's what he does. I mean, he has like 40 assists for the second time in the last 3 seasons. So, like, he's a guy, like, everybody knows Hamilton because he's like 6'5", and he skates well, and he can play offense. But they don't look at guys like Tony DeAngelo, who are under 6 feet, who scrap and move the puck really well. So, he's kind of an underrated player. He's going to be dangerous. And he's going to be highly motivated to beat the team that let him go.
Definitely.
It's going to be an interesting series.
All right.
Sorry.
All right. Last one here. So, Anthony, I just want to let you know, I tweeted to you about this. The Rangers. Good luck to you guys for the rest of this postseason. But regardless of what happens, a year from now, Game 1, Madison Square Garden, Rangers Devils. You want to get me tickets second? You want to go to that game?
Yeah, sure. I think it would be a great story for the game if it happened.
I'd be down. I'd be down. Even if we don't go to the game, we'll go to a bar somewhere. Well, it would be a great time. It'd be a great time.
But you don't drink.
You go to a bar, but you won't drink?
For food, wings.
Hey, I go to bars and I don't drink, so you know what?
Just go to a Wingstop then.
Fine, we'll go to a Wingstop, all right? We'll go to a Wingstop.
I feel like that doesn't like you want to go to a bar like near the arena. So if listen,
you going to a bar and not drinking and watching a game, that's like going to a strip club and not looking at any titties. Like what the fuck?
Well,
like what the fuck?
Okay.
That's a good one. I think listen, you could have like one beer, like a Corona, like something like light. Just nurse it, and we'll get some good food at one of those places.
Yeah, Adam. Adam, what's next? It's like you go to
Anthony, just so you know, book it. So looking forward to it.
Confident.
All right. But Anthony, we thank you so much for coming on. I mean, it was great to like have you on, talking all things New York Rangers. We'll see how this series goes. For all we know, they might be in the Stanley Cup final. We may have to invite you back.
Hey, Anthony, we always let our guests either stay for the rest of the show or to leave. So,
so Anthony, if you want, you can stay for the rest of the show. But if you don't want to, like you can
always give our guests.
It's up to you.
No, I gotta go. I'm pretty wiped out after that. I really appreciate you having me on. It was a lot of fun.
No problem. Before we let you go, Anthony, just one last thing. Tell us where all listeners can find you.
Sure. Go to jerseysportingnews.com. Type in my name, Anthony Paradiso, or look for any articles about the Red Bulls, and you'll find me there. Or on Twitter, you type in Tony Paradise 3. I know that's a mouthful, but if you can get to it. Thank you.
Tony Paradise. We'll also have to bring up sometimes our Red Bulls as well.
Absolutely. Hopefully. Look forward to that. They're looking pretty good right now. Undefeated.
Can we get a Rangers road call, please, before you go?
Go! Let's go, Rangers! Go!
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. All right.
Just looking there like.
Sorry.
Alex is just looking in disgust, and I'm just going like,
"Hey, you guys!"
Alex is looking like he's not having a good time.
Alex is like, "I hate this episode right now."
Hey, all right, sorry.
All right, but Anthony, we thank you for coming on. Really great talking to you, buddy. Really hope you're doing well, and best of luck and everything going forward. And just so you know, you're welcome back on the show anytime. Don't be a stranger.
Thank you very much. Have a great show, guys. Same to you guys.
Care.
Good luck.
You know, I realized to our viewers, Alex hasn't said one word on this whole episode.
All right, that was Anthony Paradiso. So great to have him on talking all things New York Rangers. Before we get to the hot ticket episode, this was a topic that we were supposed to open the show with, but things got kind of crazy with the Rangers and stuff. We do run really quickly. We would be toned if we didn't mention the shooting and that happened near Buffalo. What was it? Thursday, Friday? Was it Friday or was it Saturday? I forget what day it was, but I'm just gonna go really quickly here. Then I'm sure Michael, you're definitely gonna take the floor on Sam. I'm sure you have some thoughts on this. As not much you say other than thoughts and prayers go out to the entire Buffalo community, the African American community, and all those that were affected, by this tragedy. All right. Sorry, Michael, we can't hear you.
You ready for me?
Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, at your Get Your Game on P, myself, Michael Cunningham, Sam Morell, and Alex Reich, Adam Grassani, my cousin Marcellus, Murdock, and Chris Kern, and David J. Heller. We started this show mostly for sports and for peace and for showing community in the world. I'm just, I'm fed up. Here's the thing. We got some privileged white people that get away with a lot of shit in this country, which pisses me off. Ladies and gentlemen, look, I know you guys say Black lives don't mean nothing or whatever. It's not a slogan. It's not a trend. It's a way of life. But however, you guys are the same people that when you want to say all lives matter, you guys want to act Hollywood and think offense. No, we're not going to do that. Let's just be real to ourselves. However, for me, Adam, I'm like lost at words. An elderly woman lost her life for no apparent reason because of some white supremacists had nothing to do that day. I'm tired of you guys scaring black people. It's been going on for over 300 years. And I know this is a sports show. We don't talk about politics, but our voices must be heard because we're the future generation of America. And Adam, I have to fear for one day I get a phone call about my sister and my niece is 3 years old. That one day that she has to get scared of white people. And I tell her, you're not supposed to be scared of anybody but God. That's the only person you should fear is God. Point is, we like to joke around. For example, I may like to call Sample an ugly piece of shit, but that's not the point. But here's the thing. Guys, we are the future generation of this country. But I just hate that some Republicans think they're better than everybody. It's not right. I know. If Adam, I'm just so fed up. It's just hard to explain. It's just like
I wanted to bring Sam up really quick. I just want to bring this up here. Just here's what scares me, and here's what really chills me to the bone. This guy who we're not gonna mention his name. His name doesn't deserve to be mentioned. This white supremacist terrorist. Let me think about this guy for a second. This guy knew exactly what he live streamed the thing on Twitch. This guy knew exactly what he's doing, and not only that, he knew the consequences. This guy willingly threw his own life away just to harm people of color. This guy willingly threw his own life away just to harm people of color. This guy had that level of hatred in his heart. If that doesn't scare you, then I don't know what will.
No, Adam, and I just want to know, what did you call him?
A white supremacist and a terrorist.
Keyword: terrorist. That's what these people need to realize they are. We all keep thinking terrorist means what the Taliban's were or what ISIS is. Terrorists are people that harm our country and harm our people in any way possible. All those white supremacists that think, black people don't matter, or Hispanic people, or Asian people, any people that are different from white, I'm letting you know, you are a terrorist. You don't deserve to be in this country. And the funny thing is, what's the funny thing? They're like, I'm, what's it called? I'm American. I'm from this country. I own this country. And I'm thinking to myself, you know that this country didn't even belong to us. We are all technically foreigners to this country. Did you know that? Did you know that, Adam? Mike? Did you know that we're technically all foreigners?
I know. We all came here from it's one of the first things we all should learn in history class. We all came here from Great Britain.
Adam, let me explain something too. Let me rap to you.
Wait, Mike.
Just gonna give me 30 seconds, brother. Well, go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
The thing that irks me about this is the fact that it's just gotten to the point where we've become numb to it.
Wasn't there another shooting in Orange County at a church?
Yes,
and there was also another shooting in Milwaukee. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying, guys. It's come to the point where we don't look at these type of things anymore and say, "Oh my God, that's so horrific. Oh my God." It's like this.
It's like most people to it.
No, that's what I'm saying, Adam.
It's I'm not condoning this, but I'm sure there are a lot of people who saw the story and it's another mass shooing. We've almost become numb to stuff like this, and that's scary.
Yeah, guys,
Adam, let me wrap. Wait. Just let me finish, and then do your preaching. But Adam, you brought up a key point there. It's like no one says anymore, oh my God, this is horrific. We're just like, oh, another shooting. Oh well.
No big deal.
Like we've come to the point where it's like we see, 50 people die in this mass shooting, and we're like, well, 100 people died in this shooting, so what's the point in mentioning that? It's like the same thing with school shootings. Like schools get shot up, and instead of us saying, oh, we need to like make the rights for schools to be better and more protective, we're like, oh, well, that's just another one on the list now. It's like we've gotten to a point where gun violence is normalized. This type of shit should not be normalized.
It shouldn't.
And yet it's just in our brain, and we're just like, yeah, it's like, I shouldn't have to fear walking out of my house and saying, oh, I can get shot. That shouldn't be a normal thing that occurs.
Yeah.
And yet it's a normal thing that occurs in my head saying, at any point, I can get shot. And guys, we're in New Jersey. In New Jersey, gun violence is not allowed. And I'm still thinking, at any point, I can get shot. Alex, just let Mike have the floor first because he's been wanting to rant.
I just want to take really quickly. I don't really. I mean, who knows like what the answer? Who really knows what the answer is?
Adam, let the black man talk. Thank you.
All right, fine. You go, then I'll go.
I'm the only one that knows how this experience is because I'm the only black person in the room. Yeah. No disrespect to none of y'all. Adam, growing up, man, I always had to worry about my life, either from like I remember growing up in like Teaneck and Glen Rock, going to Glen Rock all the time. I was poor because there's racist towns in the state where we live. You know what I mean? It's just bad for our safety. It's just you have to have so much hate in your heart to do this. Just like Sam said, it's like a normal day. It's not like, oh, a mass shooting. It's like, holy crap, this is an everyday thing. It's not fair that innocent people's lives were killed. And I got real tears coming from my eyes. Because here's the thing. We're all immigrants that came from this country to find the American dream. There's no such thing as a real American. We all came from different countries. And if a person says, I'm a real American, no, you're not. We're all immigrants that came from a different country. My families came from Africa. Yeah, I came from England, like Egypt. The only people that were truly here were Native Americans.
Yeah.
Keyword.
I'm like Italian American. Just
Native Americans. Native Americans were the only people.
You're an Italian American?
Yeah. I found out. Yeah.
Can we get to the point?
But go ahead, Michael. Sorry for the interruption.
You stupid buffoons. If you're not a Native American, you were not born here. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. You may be born here, but every one of your relatives came from a different country. Let's be real. Even the people that found the colonies were from Britain, from England. If you guys know 7th grade history, that John Rolfe and John Smith were settlers from England, and with the whole fucking Pocahontas, people so much stupid that here's what I gotta say about Supreme Court. Now where it gets fun. To all you racist, white supremacists, Ku Klux Klan members, you guys just hate seeing that your worst nightmare is black people succeeding in life. That's our worst nightmare. You guys want to keep the hate, and we're trying to keep the love. Mm-hmm. My grandma always told me, love conquers hate. Is the only way you can conquer hate is you show love.
Amen.
That's the only way. You show love, you get hate. You show love, you show love, you show hate.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as love anymore. Alex, floor yours, amigo.
Yeah, I just want to say, Michael. We that's what we try to do. We just try to spread love. Just Michael, just so you know, just so you know, I'm with you, and I'll always love you, my brother. I always love you.
I love all yeah, man.
I may want to smack you sometimes, but I still love you.
Alex, go ahead, my brother. I know Alex wanted to talk. Go ahead, A Boogie.
But I know Alex wants to talk, but again, I just want to say really quickly, we don't know what the answer is. I mean, we're not going to spend hours being like what the answer is, but things need to change. Things need to change, and I know we don't like to get political on the show, but I do have to. I just gotta like throw this out there. I just gotta throw this out there without naming names, because this stuff really gets on my nerves. Like a major news outlet, let's just say, is blaming video games for like the mass shootings.
Oh, this is fucking course the video game. Guys, so let me get this straight. So Pokemon is apparently a demon thing that makes her childs have demons. Rainbow, like there's other games that apparently make our kids' sexuality change. And now because there's like games that have, the pew pew shooting things, that all of a sudden just makes them into homicidal.
Makes us violent. Get out of here.
It's like me playing Mario Party all of a sudden makes me a homicidal murderer. No, that's the way you grow up. Like, guys, I'm so sorry, but this. We're
gonna stop talking about this right now because if we continue, I would be afraid. I would be afraid. Alex, go ahead.
Because he's been waiting. Go ahead, A Boogie.
So I was on Twitter earlier today, and I came across this tweet, and it kind of brought tears to my eyes just reading this. It says, Purely Young, 77, who was killed at the shopping center, shopping for groceries. And she, for 25 years, she ran a pantry where every Saturday she fed people in Central Park. And she loved sitting, dancing, and being with family. And it just made me tear up about like how sensitive life can be, just reading from that. And I feel like this whole thing, it is a very tough topic, and it has been for years and years, and it's just a very tough situation from everything that's going around the world. And I really hope that something tells people about gun control, that it's not okay to
preach, brother Rich. Preach, brother.
It's not right to own a gun that you shouldn't have had it in the first place, and I think that there needs to be a law in every state that, like, if you have a gun or anything that can kill anything, people or buildings or whatever, I think that if you have something in that state of mind, then there's no doubt that she or he will spend jail. And I think that, like, not being able to, like, seeing this happen, and I mean, I know maybe some people that did this in the past had mental health issues, but it's just that, like, this needs to stop as soon as possible. And this is life. Life is too short, and everything that you do every day is very precious. And I feel like that if you're shopping at a shopping center and someone pulls a gun on you, is so, like, I have no words to say. It's just a very I don't know, I'm just speechless.
What's it called?
It's just another reminder. It's just another reminder of the state of the world we live in, and B like just another reminder of how short life is.
Yeah. And there's like reasons, like what you said, Alex. I get that there is the amendment, and I'm not saying to remove the amendment of like we're allowed to bear arms, but I shouldn't be able, and I'm not even exaggerating when I say this, I shouldn't be able to take a plane to Texas, for example, go into a Walmart, like a Walmart, and be able to purchase an AK-47 with a silencer. Like, that's just unacceptable. And the fact that it's like that, and with the racial thing that Mike said, where it's like people were saying all lives matter, it's like, I agree, all lives matter, but like, are you going to like? Wait, Mike, just let me finish. Trust me, I'm making a point here. But it's like, let's say the Hispanic house is not on fire, but like the black house is on fire. Are you gonna go to the Hispanic house and say, "Oh, is everyone okay here?" No, that house is perfectly fucking fine. You're gonna go to the house that's on fire, the black house that's on fire, and say, "Holy shit, I need to save everyone in there."
And here's the thing. That's why the hashtag all lives matter sounds good on paper, but that's the point, Sam. Like it ignores the fact of the issues that are going on in the black community.
Yeah, it's like I agree. All lives matter. I'm not saying all lives don't matter, but right now the main issue isn't white lives or Hispanic lives or Asian. Well, actually, Asian lives is debatable because like there is some controversy with their. Yeah,
the Asian community definitely has like their own issues as well.
But like right now, the house that's on fire is the black community. That's what we should be focusing on.
Exactly.
The white community isn't burning. The Hispanic community isn't burning too. Exactly. Like right now. It's like, yet everyone wants to say, "Oh, but like all lives matter." That's not the debate. The debate is that right now we should be focusing on attention more on black lives than white lives, because the white lives are doing good right now. So like that's what we need to start doing. But then again, Adam, we're speaking to people that read the Bible, and because they read this certain line from one Bible of section, I don't give a flying fuck. And it's that one word that says, "He shall die, dida." They believe that they're going to stick by it, and they're going to keep using it to harass, belittle, and utterly destroy anything that they don't believe in.
And just so you know, as a Christian myself, like this drops it below when they use like these people use like one Bible quote to spread and I could literally look at like 10 Bible quotes that contradict exactly what they say. Exactly what they do.
Yeah, it's like, for example, I'm gonna use one that I've heard people use to, like, for example, say, "Oh, people shouldn't be people can't be like pride or be part of the LGBTQ community." A famous quote that they use is, "Thou shalt not be with boy." They meant to say that as a pedophile, the Bible's basically trying to say, don't be a pedophile. Exactly. Like if you're 25 years old, don't fuck a 12-year-old. Like common sense. Don't stick your dick into a 12-year-old's puss. Like, don't do that. But people, when it got translated, it got switched to that. So people just use that one line every single time to say, "Oh, see, you can't be gay or bi or lesbian." It's the same thing with everything else. They use one line of one page of one section of the book and say, "Oh, see, we can't respect you. It has to be like this." And it's utterly ridiculous, and it's not right.
Trust me, Sam, I could rant about that for hours. I mean, I'm really glad we're having this conversation. I'm really glad to talk about these issues, guys. I said before, guys, this stuff definitely stuff needs to be talked about. But guys, unfortunately, we gotta move on. Just to say, other than prayers go out to all those affected by the tragedy in Buffalo, and pray for all those communities that are suffering right now. All right, so guess what? You know what time it is, guys?
Hot take time.
The hot take of the episode. So last time around, Michael did a take that right now isn't aging too well, but he argued that Devin Booker is a top 10 player in the NBA, and you know what? It got approved.
Let's not talk about that.
Can I disapprove? Because
Can I disapprove now? Can I change my hot take for that? Because he disappointed me. I gave him high praise.
You want to take it back, but then your record it goes to a loss. It goes to a loss. So if I were you, Michael, I'd put one ahead.
Can I switch my approve to disapprove? Because God fucking damn, Devin Booker.
I don't want to talk about basketball.
Devin Booker top 10. Damn, I am so. I want to publicly apologize to everyone for us.
Me and Sam hyped you up. Here's the thing about Devin Booker. We gave you high praise, saying you were the top 10 basketball player in the world, and you couldn't get the job done.
No, trust me, he didn't get the job done. He lost by 50.
Can I just say Luka is a top 10 player now?
He's a top 5 player.
He's a top 5 player.
Luka's a top 5 player before that. Are you kidding me?
I just want to talk. I just want to.
All right, but unfortunately, we'll talk about that after the hot take. But guys, it's time for the age-old question. You ready for me to spin the wheel? See who goes this time?
At least they scored 90 points. That's not bad.
Actually, all Marcellus did not get. So this one's good between me, Alex, and Sam. So you guys ready?
Devin Booker only had 11 points. What the fuck?
I really hope this actually lands on Alex because I'm interested in hearing some Sixers talk since, he wasn't here last episode.
Okay, yeah. All right, you guys ready? Wheel is spinning starting now.
Hope it's not Adam.
Hold on. And the hot take of the episode will be done by...
Please don't be Adam. Please don't be Adam. Please don't be Adam. Please don't be
Adam. It is Sam Morell.
All right. Good.
Sam, do you even have a hot take, Sam, my boy?
I need to think of one. Give me a second. Okay. I want you guys to tell me if this is a hot take or if this was more of a prediction.
I think
the two shows can be used simultaneously. So
no, but that's what I'm saying. Just tell me if it's a hot take or if it's like a prediction more, because then I'll change it.
Okay.
All right.
The Bucks unfortunately lost today. We're going to talk about that more. My hot take is if they had Chris Middleton the entire series, the Bucks would have won in 5.
That counts as a hot take. That counts as a hot take.
Sam, I love.
Hold on. I may have to debate Sam on this. I'm debating whether or not I'm going to jump in and debate Sam.
You have to, Adam. You got to debate.
Wait, Adam, trust me, you don't want to do this. Just hear me first, and then if you still want to go for it, go for it.
Okay, I'll listen, and then I'll get. I'll decide.
Adam, don't let Sam pull you. Don't let Sam pull you. You know I can kick his ass.
So there was.
What's up, pussy?
The problem with the Bucks was Giannis basically had to do it all. Other than Game 5, Giannis had to do it all. And Adam, you said before in our casual group chat, not in our other group chat that we're not discussing right now. And you said in the casual group chat, I said other than Game 5, who helped Giannis? You said Drew Holiday and Brook Lopez. And I'm telling you, Drew Holiday, we can have a healthy debate on that. We can have a healthy debate just because his defense is elite. His offense was terrible, but his defense was pretty good. He had to always guard Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. I am letting you know Brook Lopez got outplayed by Al Horford, Robert Williams, and Grant Williams this entire series. Brook Lopez was a literal non-factor most of the series.
He held his own today. He had a double-double. Not bad.
But Mike, you even know a double-double means nothing.
Yeah,
today's NBA, like everyone gets double doubles.
Yeah, it's like Mike.
You're right.
But Mike, I think the thing. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna make the official. I'm gonna make the official. I'm not gonna debate just because I want to save my hot take for whenever I go. So I'm not gonna debate this.
I'm not debating. I'm just trying to listen. I'm not debating.
Here's the thing, Ross. Here's what I'll say.
Adam.
Let me give a quick rebuttal. Sam, let me give a quick rebuttal. You're saying that. Here's the problem. The Bucks definitely missed Chris Middleton this series. I'm not going to deny that. They definitely missed his presence. But here's my rebuttal to that, Sam. Here's my rebuttal to that, Sam. That Celtics defense, I would argue that they would have done just as good of a job locking him up as they did Giannis.
No, but here's the thing.
That Celtics defense
Adam,
is like elite. And for you to
damn,
say,
man, you don't let nobody talk.
They won the series, fine. They were not 1-5. Get out of here with that.
Mike, you know what the problem is? Adam's trying to prove a point so that when I bring up Kevin Durant choking to the Celtics, he's like, oh, but Kevin Durant didn't choke that bad.
Why are you bringing that up?
I see what he's saying, though. I get what he's saying, Adam. Adam, let me ask you a question, Adam.
Wait.
This is Sam's hot take. So let Sam go.
But Adam, my rebuttal to that is, if they were focusing on Chris Middleton, then Giannis would have a lot easier time scoring, as the lane would be more open. As now, since I have to worry about that one more threat of Chris Middleton, it's either you let Chris Middleton shoot or you let Giannis go inside and score. Because you also have to remember, Adam, Giannis gave a lot of guys open looks from three. Giannis got a lot of guys open. And what those guys do, they would shoot the ball and where would it land? It would go clank on the rim. Like, I'm not lying, Adam. With the amount of bricks everyone except Giannis shot, those Bucks could build an entire damn mansion. They can build an entire mansion. They can build Luigi's mansion with the amount of bricks they shot. Chris Middleton, you also have to remember, helped a lot on defense. So Chris Middleton's a 20-point per game scorer, helps you on defense, is very clutch. I'm not saying Chris Middleton's like this superstar that like would carry the Bucks and this and that.
So basically, what you're saying is he's not the alpha on that team, like someone else said.
Yeah, it's like Chris Middleton's not the alpha, but he scored a solid 20 points while also playing amazing defense. He's basically a budget Klay Thompson. That's what I'm saying. Budget Klay Thompson. He's like,
I don't think that's blasphemous.
Yeah, it's like he can do what Klay Thompson does, just not at the rate of Klay Thompson.
All right.
Just two different levels.
Okay. Here's what I'll
and what's it called? And sorry for like not talking for a little bit. I was hearing noises outside, and for a second I thought it was something else, and I was like, oh no, fuck.
Okay.
Okay, so continue.
Right.
I'm not.
I just wanted to bring this up. Here's my big issue with your hot take, is that you're saying that Chris Middleton will have if Chris Middleton was healthy, the Bucks will have 1-5. And here's my rebuttal. You really think Chris Middleton would have been that big of a factor with Marcus Smart guarding him, or Jaylen Brown guarding him? And remember,
Yeah.
and here's the thing. You're completely forgetting. Even if Chris Middleton was healthy, like that, I don't think that would have had much of an effect on the defensive job Tatum did, or the Bucks did on Giannis. I mean,
no, it would have a huge effect.
Correct me if I'm wrong. What Tatum was guarding Giannis that series, right? You can correct me if I'm wrong.
He would sometimes guard Giannis, but they usually would not want Tatum on Giannis. They would usually want Grant Williams or Robert Williams on Giannis.
Okay. That makes sense. If they had Grant Williams on Giannis, I would argue that Tatum would then be guarding Chris Middleton. I would argue that Tatum would be guarding Chris Middleton.
But Adam, that'd be a stupid choice.
And that's my argument. If your hot take was if Chris Middleton was healthy, the Bucks would have won the series, I would have agreed with you. You're saying that they would have won in 5. That's where we differ. That's where we really differ.
Adam, and this is how I can tell you didn't watch the series because
you're right. I didn't. I'm still doing a pretty good job rebuttaling your hot take.
You're really not. You're just doing what Stephen A. Smith does, which is just it's like right now I'm Max Kellerman, you're Stephen A. Smith. I'm whooping your ass, so in return you're just trying to say everything you possibly can while saying nothing at all, just so I don't get a word in. That's all you're doing.
All right, continue. Or is your hot take done? If your hot take's not done, then continue.
I'm going to continue. Holy fuck! Can I finish what I'm saying?
Michael, let him finish. Let him finish.
I was going to say I agree with Sam.
Michael, let Sam go, then you can go.
Adam, you took over his hot take. That's not fair to him. I'm just saying.
Okay, so like I was saying, I am going to rip my hair out and scream in 1 second if anyone else talks. So, like I was saying before, I was really interrupted like about 5 different fucking times right now. The type of defense they were playing on Giannis, Adam, is they would do what they considered the wall. However, they weren't doing the regular wall like Miami did or the Raptors did. They did help defense. So basically, every time Giannis went inside at him, it wouldn't just be Jason Tatum or Robert Williams or Grant Williams. It would be Grant Williams slows him down, and Robert Williams, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum all push towards him. What I'm saying is, if Chris Middleton was there, they wouldn't be able to do that. Because are you really going to leave Chris Middleton open for 3 or for mid-range? No, you're not. Or you would have to leave Drew Holiday open, which Marcus Smart had to guard Drew Holiday most of the time, which is why Drew Holiday didn't do that good offensively. That's what I'm saying. It creates so much more space, and it creates that threat where it's either you have to worry about Chris Middleton going off for 40, or you have to worry about Giannis going off for 40. Because we saw what happened in Game 1. Game 1 of the series, they let the shooters go, and the shooters took over. Now imagine if Chris Middleton was there. They would keep taking over. It would get Giannis more opportunities, and Chris Middleton would be able to limit Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown would not have that 30-point game that he had in Game 2 if Chris Middleton was guarding him. That's what I'm saying. So now less points come from Jaylen Brown. More points get boosted because now you have Giannis going inside easier. Plus you have the 20-point boost that you would got from Chris Middleton. All of a sudden, guys, we decreased Jaylen Brown's points, give 20 points to the Bucks because that's how much Chris Middleton will be scoring. Plus, let's add another 5 points to Giannis because Giannis will be scoring 5 points a game, 5 more points to 3 more points a game. All of a sudden, the Celtics lose all their momentum and the Bucks win this series a lot easier. Because one more thing, if the Celtics were having trouble just with Giannis, because let's be real, this series was basically Giannis versus the Celtics. Imagine what would have happened if he would have had his wingman Chris Middleton. That would have been a nightmare for the Celtics. That's all I'm saying. So, Mike, you have a question for me.
Can black people talk now?
Yes, black people can talk.
Okay, I got a question for Adam and Sam.
Yes.
But here's the thing, though. The Bucks, I'm probably I'm the best student in the game when it comes to this game of the round ball, of course. You said that Chris Middleton would have had a fact in the series, which I agree. But just remember, Boston is a really good defensive team. Their whole starting five could play defense. Great. Tatum is a really good wing defender. Brown's a really good wing defender. Marcus Smart is the best guard defender besides Patrick Beverley.
No, and I'm not debating that. What I'm saying is they wouldn't only be focusing on Giannis. It would create more space. So in turn, okay.
They almost won, though. They almost won without Chris Middleton in this series. Just remember, in the early parts of the game, they were winning by 10 points. They were winning. I think
that's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing, though. That game could have gone either way. It's just the third quarter, the Bucks just lost their momentum. That's why they lost. Not because of Middleton. Because they won games without Middleton in the past, in the playoffs. Am I right, Sam?
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like, they would have won in 5 because most of these games that they lost by like 8 or 10, by like the half, they were only like down by 2. Or by the half, they were up by like 8. Like, none of these games, it was like, oh, the Celtics are blowing them out from the beginning. It's Giannis was doing too much. Giannis ran out of gas. No one else can help Giannis, which is why I was saying it's Giannis versus Celtics, and they brought him to a game 7. So now imagine if Giannis has his wingman and Chris Middleton. Do you really think the Celtics are beating that team? Because I get the Celtics have amazing defense. I am not disputing that. But my thing is, you can't guard Giannis the way you did this series if you have to worry about another guy that you know can score 40. Because, Mike, do you really think they're worried about Drew Holiday scoring 30 points a night?
They can live with that.
Exactly. But now you add Chris Middleton. Now, do you think the Celtics would be worried about Chris Middleton scoring 40 points?
100%, no doubt.
Exactly. So now you have to worry about a guy that can score 40 in a game if he needs to, and can hit clutch situations. Now you need 1 to 2 guys near him. You need a guy on Drew Holiday. All of a sudden, now only 2 people can defend Giannis. That's not good. So now Giannis is going to have a lot more free range than he did when he had to go 5-on-1. That's what I'm saying. There was no spacing for the Bucks because they couldn't make a 3 for their life. Giannis had to take all the shots basically in order to score and in order to keep his team in the game. And by the time like half of the third quarter to the end of the third quarter came around, you would see he was just physically exhausted because he had to play amazing defense. He had to grab every rebound. He had to make every perfect pass, and he had to score every point basically. I mean, even in game 6, we saw what happened in game 6. In game 6, he basically scored 50% of the Bucks' points. 50% of the Bucks' points. And they still lost. That's not good. If Chris Middleton was there, he would be able to share the load. That's all I gotta say.
All right, so hot take done.
Yes, my hot take is done, Adam.
Okay. A lot turned around here.
Adam,
I'm gonna save mine. Michael or Alex. Michael, I want one of you to go first.
You always go first. You always go first.
I want one of you to go first. All right.
No, Mike. You know what? You know why he wants to go last? Because he wants.
I don't want to go last. So I'll go after. I'll go after whoever goes.
I know why. Because you want to disagree this so bad, but you're trying to think of a good reason to disagree with me. That's why you want to disprove this so bad.
Alex,
I already have a good reason to disapprove of this. I already have a good reason to disapprove.
Hey, Alex,
I'm still thinking. The real reason is because I'm still debating.
All right, Alex, you up?
Okay, I am gonna approve.
Okay, he's gonna approve. So, Michael, you want to go?
I'll go last. I'll go.
All
You go ahead.
All right. So here's my opinion. If your hot take was titled, it all comes out with honestly, my verdict comes down with what you need this hot take. If you had made this hot take, if Chris Middleton was healthy, the Bucks would have won the series. Heck, even if the Bucks would have won the series in 6, like I would not disagree with you because again, all the points you made are valid. Like what Chris Middleton brings to the Bucks offense. To the Bucks, all the points you made were valid. I'm not disagreeing with that. The problem I'm having is that you act like if Chris Middleton is healthy, the Bucks will on the series about that would have been close. I feel like you are really discounting. I really feel like you're sleeping on the Celtics because as I said before, look at the defense. Even without Chris Middleton, look at the defensive job the Bucks did on But no, I said even if Chris Middleton was healthy, I would say not Drew Holiday. Jason Tatum would primarily be guarding him. I think the Celtics would have been able to limit him too. So limited too. At least to the point where it still would have gone to a game 6 or a game 7. I agree if Chris Middleton was healthy, the Bucks would have won a series, but you're saying that them winning and you said they would win in 5. I think that's going so sorry, Sam. I'm gonna have to disapprove this one. Although you did put a Luigi's Mansion reference in there, which is a plus.
But Adam, here's my thing, and this may be just to try to persuade you a little bit. Other than game 2, every single game other than game 2 for those first 5 games, the Bucks were winning. It's just something happened in the third quarter, and then they would blow it. Game 2, that's the only game that I say like, oh no, yeah, the Celtics just whooped them. Like the Celtics absolutely destroyed the Bucks in game 2. Other than that game, though, it's like if Chris Middleton was there, I don't think those games would be really out of the balance. All right, so
Michael, you're up.
Come on, Mike, please.
Okay. To the realest basketball player in the room and the best basketball knowledge, good-looking brother in the room, stand up. Okay. Should I? Decisions are in my head. I don't want to be in your 2 shoes right about now.
That's right. This decides on whether the hot take gets approved or disapproved.
Sam's 3-0. Should I be a dick? Because even though I agree with Sam's hot take, could be petty, so he could be 3-1, so we can bring him down a peg.
Don't be a dick. Be honest.
Should I be petty?
Mike, all I gotta say is, and this might actually backfire on me. Actually, this will backfire on me. I don't even give a fuck. Remember, I'm the one that was trying to hint towards your hot takes last episode when you were talking about Devin Booker.
Oh wow! Okay.
So listen, that's what I'm saying. That's back from it. But I did approve your hot take, and I literally said it's one of the best hot takes we've had on this show, and it's your best hot take I've ever heard you do.
He is really trying to persuade me. I read.
Listen, I would
Adam,
say
Adam, if you got something to say, then I'm leaning towards approve. So you got something with this?
Go ahead.
Approve.
There you go, Sam.
Nah, Sam got scared. I did this for a second. I was like a ticking time.
Okay, so
No, 'cause
Sam,
that was like
congratulations.
the
Your
Game
hot
of
takes
Thrones
approved.
things.
You are now 4-0 to start the season.
Yes. There we go.
Sam be cheating when he do his hot takes. Sam be cheating.
Listen,
You
Adam,
literally helped them cheat one time. You literally helped them cheat.
Who?
You literally helped them cheat by calling Marcellus. Marcellus wasn't even on. You gave him a vote. You literally cheated to give Sam a
Exactly.
vote. I only
I
agreed to do it to bump up my record. So
listen,
we both cheated. We're all cheaters here at the Game On podcast.
Hey,
listen, Mike, this is Mike. I know anytime I try to say that Giannis is the best player in the world over Kevin Durant and it's not even close, that Adam's just like, wait, maybe let's not. Like he's at that. Oh,
Hold on.
this is Adam.
Hold on. You want a hot take right now?
Yeah,
sure.
Go ahead.
You replace Giannis with Kevin Durant. The Bucks win the series.
Hold up. Gotta go.
Well, how about this? You replace Kevin Durant with Giannis. Honest, Celtics still win, but still would have gone 7 games. That's my hot take.
Adam, I quit. I quit the show. I quit. You just said very, very blasphemous.
Hold on.
Alex, Mike, if you look to your left, I think you see a simp that's currently sitting on Kevin Durant's cock.
I just see a pendejo.
I'm the simp here. The Bucks just got blown out in Game 7, and Sam Morell, you just did a hot take explaining how they could have won in 5. But I'm the simp here.
I'm sorry.
Y'all both pendejos. Y'all both pendejo and say y'all both pendejos.
Go ahead.
No, but here's my thing, Adam. I'm letting you know, 100%. I'm being 100 with you right now.
Go ahead.
You replace Kevin Durant with Giannis. I am not even exaggerating. The Bucks might lose every game by 20.
Facts.
Like
he's gonna hump. He's gonna hump the bed. He's gonna hump the bed. He's gonna have champ.
like Mike, would you say Giannis choked in this series? Yes or no?
He choked.
Someone who got the first NBA player ever, not even LeBron or Jordan have done this. He got 200 points, 100 rebounds, 50 assists in one series. He choked.
Hold on. All right. You want to say Kevin Durant choked the Celtics series? I'm not gonna deny that. He was off.
We're talking about something else.
Hold on. Are you gonna say Giannis? I don't want to say he choked, but are you sure to tell me that Giannis did not vastly underperform this series, especially in Game 7?
Okay, I'm gonna read you a stat line. I want to read you a stat.
He was 10. He scored 25 points on 26 shots.
Adam, he almost had a triple double.
Oh
so
wow,
Adam,
he almost had a triple double. Whoop!
So Adam,
Hold up. Hey Adam.
So Adam, wait.
Hold up, Adam. Can you? I bet you came to a triple double against first graders. That's how bad you suck.
Yeah, wow. He can do Josh Antetokounmpo, a professional, one of the best basketball players in the world. The guy that you constantly say is the best player in the world can do something I don't. Wow. Congratulations. Here, cookie.
Adam, I'm going to say his stat lines from Game 7 to Game 1.
Okay.
In Game 7, Giannis got 25 points, 20 rebounds, 9 assists. Shit, my phone fucking went off. Wait, let me reset.
We all know Sam can't read.
No, Game 7, he had 25 points, 20 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Now we go to Game 6. In Game 6, oh my God, why is it not loading right now? In Game 6, Giannis had 44 points, 20 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. That was Game 6. Game 5.
Bucks won that game, right?
Yeah, Game 5, the Bucks won. Giannis had 40 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. In game 4, they lost that one by 8 points. Giannis had 34 points, 18 rebounds, 5 assists. And I'll just say 0 steals, 0 blocks. In game 3, they won by 2 points. Giannis had 42 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I'm trying to find game. Okay, there's game. This game 2 is the game I was talking about, where I was like, yeah, they couldn't win game 2. Giannis in game 2 had 28 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. And in game 1 of the series, he had 24 points, 13 rebounds, 12 assists, and 2 blocks. He had 3 40-point games. He had, I think, 3 20-point, 20 rebound games. He had a triple-double. And you're saying his averages were 33, 13, and I think 6 with 1 steal and 1 block. And you're telling me he choked?
I didn't say he choked. Game 7, I thought he underperformed. Game 7, I thought he underperformed.
A man with 20. Wait, let me see. What did he?
He scored 25 points on 26 shots.
And he had 20 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 1 block.
Oh, congratulations! Wow.
All right.
Hold up.
Quick
Sam,
question.
hold up.
Quick question.
You brought Giannis' stats. All right. Let's forget this season because Kevin Durant choked. Let's forget this season.
You can't win with KG.
Playoffs against the Bucks. Playoffs. Let me bring up the Kevin Durant stats. From the 2020 playoff series. The guy who Sam Morell went on record as saying is the most overrated superstar in sports. These are his stats: 48 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists on.
But you guys got swept.
36 shooting.
No. This was
32
last year.
points. 32 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists on 15 to 30 shooting. 49 points, 17 rebounds, 10 assists, on 16 for 23 shooting. Yes, I'm not denying that was awful in the series. I'm not denying that.
Hold up, Adam. This ain't called free throws, Adam. This ain't called free throws.
For you to use this, and for you to slander Kevin Durant like that, Sam, slander Kevin Durant, and then when Giannis Antetokounmpo shoots up more bricks than he scores points, and you sit here and come on the show and say, "Oh, if Chris Middleton was healthy, the Bucks will have won by 5." I'm gonna give you a hot take. If Durant had a healthy James Harden and a healthy Kyrie Irving, then let's win that series in 5 or 4 games.
Actually, Kyrie. Wait, Mike.
Well, the entire series, obviously. The entire series, obviously.
Did you say a healthy Kyrie or a healthy James Harden?
Both.
So just
both.
Or? Okay, both. No, yeah. And if they had both, they would win in 5. I thought you said or, because I was like, actually, if you would have watched that series, they won game 3. Kyrie was healthy in game 3. They won game 3. Game 4, the Bucks were up the entire time, and Kyrie was still healthy while they were up before he went down. When he went down, the Nets actually played better without Kyrie Irving. So it would have only gone to a game 6, if that. Now, with that being said, if you remember when I said he was the most overrated superstar, I said, other than in Golden State, he's only proven to me one time that he was a megastar, and that was with the Nets when he had to carry that bum-ass squad against the Bucks. I gave him props during that. What I didn't give him props for is he had to join a 73-9 win team to win 2 chips. Really? He can't win a chip by himself? he almost had the Golden State Warriors beat, and he choked away a 3-1 lead. Before that, his MVP season, he didn't do good in the playoffs. The season before that, he didn't do good in the playoffs. The only time he made it to the finals beforehand
2012
was in 2012 when he got swept by LeBron.
He didn't get swept. They won the first game, then they lost the last game.
Still does not matter.
I want to ask this question. I want to ask this question. I want to ask.
So
Adam,
I have a question. So Adam, I have a question. Other than that Golden State years, those 2 Golden State years, what has Kevin Durant proven? I need to know.
I'm going to respond.
He has one MVP.
Other than you want to say, he hasn't proven much outside of Golden State? Fine, right? Fine, but I'm going to respond to that with a question. I'm going to start with a question. Let's say Kevin Durant didn't go to Golden State, and let's say Kevin Durant didn't go to Golden State, and let's say he either went back to OKC, or let's say, how about this? Let's say he joined the Celtics. Let's say he joined the Celtics, went to another team. You're telling me he wouldn't have a ring by now? He wouldn't have at least one?
Yeah, he did it the right way.
No, I still don't think he wouldn't have a ring, because if he would have had a ring, he would have had it by now. He wouldn't have a ring still, because that's not what Kevin Durant is.
And this, just because we're discounting the Golden State years, or discounting the Golden State years. So how many seasons has it been since that 2016 season? 2017, 2018, 2019,
6 years.
20. So 6 years. You're telling me you wouldn't have at least one ring on another team?
I think he would have got one, Sam. I'll agree. Even though I hate agreeing with Adam, if he would have went to the Celtics or something, he would have won a championship, at least one. I don't think he would win 2. I think he would have won 1.
I don't think he would. I don't think he would have won 2. I think he would have won 1. Either with OKC or with another team.
No, I say he would have won 0, just because you also have to remember, out of those 6 years, he only really played 4 of them because of his torn Achilles.
But here's a note. In this alternate universe, we're saying he doesn't get his torn Achilles.
Okay, so in this alternate universe, he doesn't get his torn Achilles.
That's the thing. I really feel like people don't give Kevin Durant enough credit for. Torn Achilles, that's a injury that a lot of athletes, it's like a career ender, or they never come back to say, look what happened to Kobe after his Achilles injury. Kevin Durant was able to.
Excuse you.
Wait.
Wait.
Am I getting my NBA history wrong here?
First of all, Kobe's last game, he still dropped 60. There you go. He could have still played.
But he wasn't the same player after his Achilles injury.
He was still averaging 20 a game with a bad Achilles. And he was
No. After when did Kobe suffer his Achilles injury?
2013, but he was still killing though.
Hold on. You guys are saying blasphemous stuff here. You guys are saying
You're
blasphemous
saying
stuff. I need to check this stuff.
Adam, I never said anything about Kobe. What I was about to say was, you can't really compare Kobe to Kevin Durant, because Kobe relied a lot of his athleticism. Durant relies mostly on his shot making. Torn Achilles has nothing to do with shot making.
Kobe.
That is true. That is true. But even still, Sam, how many athletes in NBA history have come back from a torn Achilles?
Well, I mean,
It's not a long list. Kevin Durant has not only come back, but
Klay
he hasn't missed a beat. He's just as good, coming off the injury as he was.
Adam,
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
Yeah, Klay Thompson had.
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson had a torn ACL. Yeah, Klay Thompson had a torn ACL and a torn Achilles, and look what he's doing right now.
Okay, who else? You said an Achilles? Vince Carter, 2004. He tore his Achilles. Still was an all-star.
But was he the same player after?
Yeah, he tore his Achilles in 04. He tore his Achilles in 04.
By the way, I'm looking. I just looked it up. Kobe Bryant scored 22.3 points. But here's the thing. He did it on 37% shooting.
He still did it, yo. The fuck?
He scored 22 points a game while shooting on 37% shooting. Sorry, Michael, I'm not that
That's
impressed.
still impressive for a guy
I'm not
just tore his
that
Achilles.
impressed. Hold on, you're telling me that's prime Kobe numbers?
First of all, for Kobe to get older,
are you gonna say that numbers
Kobe
Bryant
is
put
still
up
better
after
than
his
Durant. Let's just be real. Kobe Bryant is a better player than Kevin Durant will ever will be.
Wait, after his Achilles?
Even after his Achilles case, Kevin Durant, Kobe is way better than Durant. Is he humping his bed?
What's it called? But yeah, no, y'all get what I'm saying, right? When I say Kevin Durant's the most overrated superstar,
Yes, and he pissed me off and said that Durant is better than Kobe. He's just stupid. He ain't.
Because Mike, some people have Kevin Durant in their top 10, and I'm like, Kevin Durant ain't no top 10 player. Kevin Durant's not a top 20 player.
Can I say something for a second? This might be the best episode we've ever done.
No, Adam. You know what I find really funny? We're right now supposed to be talking about the Milwaukee Bucks series, how the Suns just got smacked, and we're just like, fuck it, dude. We're just gonna talk about Kevin Durant and how he's overrated.
we never followed the script. We never followed the script, ladies and gentlemen. We have a script that we follow per episode.
That script is going in the trash. That script is going in the trash. But all right, guys, we got Alex says we got so Flames and Stars are in overtime. Alex.
Yeah, Adam, I'm just letting you know.
Yes.
Kevin Durant is. It's called Adam. Kevin Durant is the most overrated superstar ever, just for the sheer fact that people put him top 10 all time. I'm letting you know.
I never put him top 10 all time. At least not yet.
Kobe is better than Kevin Durant. I'm just saying.
Kobe's better than Kevin Durant right now.
But Adam, I'm being real. Kevin Durant's not even my top 20, and I'm not even even in my top 25.
Sam, I don't think he's ready, Sam. He ain't ready for that.
Like, I'm taking Dwayne Wade over Kevin Durant.
I'm taking Tracy McGrady over Kevin. I'm taking
Dwayne Wade
over Kevin Durant. Hey, Adam, I'm taking Tracy McGrady over Kevin Durant any day of the week.
I'm finding the urge to put these fools in the waiting room right now, Alex. I'm finding the urge to put. All right. Here's the great way to shift the conversation. You want to know who I think? We would all agree would take Kevin Durant over?
Who?
Devin Booker.
Oh my God! Yes.
I can't even disagree. Devin Booker.
Adam. I have a new nickname for Devin Booker, like you saw in the chat.
What?
They call Devin Booker DB. That DB means down bad. Devin down bad.
Hey, that's one of my favorite rap songs. It's called Down Bad.
All right, so you guys want to talk about the Phoenix Suns played Game 7 against the Dallas Mavericks, and what happened? Let's just call it what it is. They played like hot duty divers.
Adam, please, Adam. I really had a really bad day.
Let me. You guys want to know Devin Booker's stat line? 11 points, 3 for 14 shooting.
Adam, I lost.
Yeah, hey, you guys want to know Chris Paul's stat line?
Chris Paul's stat line's even worse.
8 points, 4 of 8 shooting, 4 assists.
Adam, you know what's really sad to me?
You guys want to know DeAndre Ayton's stat line? 5 points, 2 for 5 field goal percentage, 4 rebounds.
Adam, you want to hear a really sad stat actually right now?
Go ahead.
The Suns scored 27 points by halftime. Guess how many points Luka Doncic scored by halftime?
I'm guessing it's more than the Suns team. I'll say 30.
No, he scored 27.
Wow.
The Suns as a collective unit scored 27 by half. Luka had 27 by himself by halftime. Jalen, let's put guys. I just want to put it like this. I'm not even going to talk about Luka. Spencer
Dinwiddie killed ya.
No, Mike. Devin Booker. If you combine Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and DeAndre Jordan's points in this game, DeAndre Ayton's points this game, that still wouldn't be enough to overcome Spencer Dinwiddie's 30 points. We're talking about Spencer Dinwiddie, not even Jalen Brunson. Spencer Dinwiddie. And guys, I want to let you know, he did that coming off the bench. He didn't even start, guys. That was just a horrible showing by the Suns. They I'm a loss for words. And you know what's the worst part? I blame myself. Because I said on this podcast, and I feel so embarrassed for saying this right now. Last episode, I made a parlay saying the Bucks would win, which I knew they were going to lose, but I was just like, hey, maybe if I choose the Bucks to win, they'll win. Yeah, no. But then I said the Suns are a guaranteed win, and the only way the Suns are going to lose is off a buzzer beater. And then by halftime, they were down by 30, and I said, wow, that did not age well at all.
I got something to say.
Hold
up, Sam. I just on my.
Well, I can't hear you, Michael.
I said something. I gave Devin Booker so much praise that he was the top 10 player in the league and the second best shooting guard in the world. I said that.
Yeah, but that did not age well.
And we approved my hot take because I made great points. Devin Booker, you fucked me over. Congratulations.
I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree with this, guys. Michael put up a better performance of this hot take than Devin Booker did on the court.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I hype you up, baby. I hype you up.
Mike. No, Mike. But you know who is the most fucked over right now though? Chris Paul.
Monty Williams is going to get fired. Let's just be real.
No, Monty Williams is going to get fired, but Chris Paul's the most fucked over. You know why? Because people were saying how he's a top 5 point guard of all time, and now I'm looking and saying, are you really putting John Stockton over Chris Paul? Because John Stockton never choked this bad. Let's be real. John Stockton never choked this. I'm taking John Stockton over Chris Paul.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I'm a Chris Paul fan, but here's the thing, though. When do we have the conversation around Chris Paul in the playoffs that we have, like, around, like, let's say Carmelo Anthony, or let's say Carmelo Anthony? When do we have that conversation? Because I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It would be one thing if he like put up a fight and like let's say the Mavericks won at the last second and he put up a fight. That performance was dreadful. That performance was just.
Oh yeah, Adam. Adam, I want to also just say this. This is actually really funny. Chris Paul actually owns the most losses in playoff series when he's up 2-0. He has lost. I think I saw a stat where he's been on this. He's been up 2-0 in 6 series in his playoff career. Out of those 6 series that he was up 2-0, guess how many he's won?
None.
Yeah, he's 0-6 when he's 2-0.
That's a shocking stat. That's a shocking stat.
When he was with the Clippers, he's lost 3-1. When he was with the Rockets, he lost when he was up 2-0. When he was with the Hornets, he lost when he was up 2-0. And now he's with the Suns. That's 4 different teams, guys. 4 different teams, and you give up 2-0 leads like they're fucking Twinkies. Like,
there's a code in basketball. You live by the three ball and you die by the three ball. And they died by the three ball.
oh no, they died. Mike, they didn't just die. Like
They crashed and burned.
Their body got stabbed by 50 spears, thrown into the fire. That fire was then put out into the ocean, and whatever happened to his body was eaten up by a shark, eaten up by a larger eel, and then finally put down in the darkest pits of hell, where lava finally consumed it. That's the best.
That's a little too dark. I was considering how they played so bad that Usama that put a curse on the Phoenix. I told you I'll get those Americans. I told you. No, I'm funny. The Suns played so bad, Adam. I thought you could have stood up and played good. That's how bad Chris Paul played today. You could have did a better job at point guard. Hell, Sam could at least give me 8 assists and 15 points.
It's like,
hell,
guys,
even Alex could give me 2 threes.
Yeah, it was.
Even John Berardi could have at least gave me 1 basket. And John is the worst basketball player I've ever seen in my life.
No, and this is why I say, guys, even though the Bucks lost terrible today, at least we can say their entire series was exciting, and at least we can say that the Bucks were competitive.
Oh,
the Bucks, at least today, were what the fuck, Alex?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
like Adam, you can even agree. Even though you say Giannis underperformed, you wouldn't say he choked.
Here's the thing. You compare how Giannis choked and how Booker and Chris Paul choked. It's like here to here.
And Giannis is going to heaven for his performance. Chris Paul and them boys, they're going to hell. Like Bendejos, I said. They play like Bendejos and Bumba class. They play like a cabron. They play like a vato loco. They play the vato. He play like a vato loco. El stupido. El terrible. Ay,
guys, this is how you know it was a bad game for the Phoenix Suns. Guys, by the fourth quarter, the fans were leaving already. That's how bad it was. Fans were leaving by then. Like, it was really bad. Like, that's what I mean. It's like, Giannis, did he underperform? Kind of, but I don't say he underperformed. I say he did an amazing job. But let's say Giannis underperformed. If Giannis underperformed, fuck, Devin Booker and Chris Paul just...
Oh my gosh.
Choke doesn't even begin to describe how bad they played. Like, Devin Booker and Chris Paul didn't just choke. They flat out, just had a heart attack and died. Like, choking doesn't describe what the fuck happened with them. And I'm really, really excited tomorrow because I'm telling you, I'm going to be watching every news station, every sports station to see all their reactions because I'm telling you, I already know what Stephen A's reaction is going to be. It's going to be so fucking funny.
Oh man!
And then
first take is going to be lit.
No, and then you know what's going to be even more funnier? Skip Bayless's reaction.
You actually watch Skip Bayless?
Sam, you know we don't watch that trash.
You know why I watch Skip Bayless? It's just because he's so blasphemous. It's funny.
Sam,
this team is so bad, it's good.
Sam, you know we don't watch the devil. Shame on you. That's the devil. Skip Bayless is the devil.
Mike, he's so bad at his job.
No, he is
it's
the
just
devil.
So funny. Like when he says,
I'm trying to get to heaven, okay? Skip Bayless is in heaven.
Plus, Mike, it's just really funny seeing Shannon Sharp's reaction to the blasphemy Skip Bayless says.
Yeah, imagine Kendrick Perkins going. What's Kendrick Perkins going to say on this episode?
Kendra Perkins is gonna be like, see, I told you all the Celtics were gonna win this series, and then when this Suns happen, he's gonna be like,
Let me just say, you thought I slandered Giannis bad. I can't wait to see what Kendrick Perkins says.
no, Kendra Perkins is gonna be praising Giannis. The one that's gonna be slandering him is Skip Bayless. That's the only person that really slanders Giannis's name anymore.
Did Kendrick Perkins used to really slander Giannis a lot?
He used to, but not anymore. He realized Giannis is the best player in the world, and it's not even close.
Skip Bayless doesn't even consider Giannis the top 10 player.
This is why we don't watch Skip Bayless, folks.
He said that Joel Embiid is the best player in the world.
Sorry, he's wrong.
Wait,
I'm pretty sure. Alex, if you can agree, after that series against the Heat, which by the way, we never gave Alex a chance to talk about that series. So
wait, Adam. Let me just ask this. So, yeah, Skip Bayless said Joel Embiid is the best player in the world. So, Alex, any comments on those statements?
Go ahead, Alex. Floor is yours.
Damn, why y'all had to do him like that, yo? Alex gets nervous on the microphone.
Go ahead.
Well, I had your back, man, and I get the middle finger. Fuck you. I hope you piss your pants.
No. Let me fix what you just said. It's not the middle finger. It's fuck you in Chinese.
I taught you that. You son of a bitch. I taught you that. You're welcome.
So, Alex.
Joel
Embiid, best player in the world?
As a Sixers fan, I'll have to decline that. I would say Giannis is definitely the best player.
Okay. And you have any thoughts on your Sixers heading into recapping the season and heading into the offseason?
First of all, James Harden going to the Sixers was the most terrible thing that's ever come in NBA history.
Damn, Alex, when did your voice get deeper?
I'm getting over a cough, so it's probably that.
Oh, no, Alex, I was being sarcastic because Mike interrupted you.
Oh. I just want to say, I hope you get better, Danny Green, and recover fast from a brutal ACL tear. And to Joel Embiid, I hope that you get your thumb fixed as soon as possible and keep grinding over the summer and do whatever you need to do to get ready for next season. And I'm definitely looking forward to what the Sixers can do next season. And I think that this season is a appetizer of what they will do with a healthy Embiid next year.
We'll
definitely see.
Adam, you want to hear something crazy on the West?
All right, we gotta start wrapping things up. Before we get to our bets really quick here, we'll preview the West Coast, also the Eastern Conference Finals.
You know how funny? Hold up. That the third seed and the fourth seed are in the Western Conference Finals. The first seed is gone and the second seed is gone in the West.
Wow. I forgot the Warriors were the third seed. I forgot.
And the Mavericks are the fourth seed. Yeah. That's when you know the NBA bad.
But yeah, Luka versus Steph, that's gonna be very, very interesting.
I don't know who to bet. That's.
I saw someone on Twitter say Luka is on his way to becoming better than Steph and Magic Johnson.
Ooh.
I mean, Luka's amazing, but I don't know if I would go that far.
Luka can play any position. I'm sorry, he could play any position.
Plus, guys, we have to remember, Luka actually is on the same track of having the same numbers, if not better numbers, than LeBron. The only thing is he's missing LeBron's defense.
And his athleticism.
Yeah, but we know he's white, so we already know that. But the defense part It's the only
If
thing
Luka
Luka's
gets some
missing.
hops,
But Luka has everything that LeBron has, really. So we need to watch out for that.
If Luka gets shots, game over. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and Celtics versus Heat. I mean, that's gonna
Heat winning in 4.
That's gonna be interesting. But you know what? I think with the way that Celtics are playing, I think the Celtics will upset the Heat. I think Celtics will beat the Heat.
Not a chance. Not a chance. Not a chance. Jimmy Butler is the best player probably in that playoff series, in my opinion.
Wait, is he better than Tatum?
They're neck and neck, but Jimmy Butler is the most underrated player in the league.
Wait a minute.
Jimmy Butler couldn't hold Jason Tatum's jock strap.
I'm sorry. I just can't imagine Jason Tatum wearing a jock strap. I just can't. You Adam.
Look at Michael. It's just face. He's just going like this. You're just going like this.
Adam, you basically just said that Jason Tatum wears like assless chaps. That's what you basically just said. But like, I'm being serious, Adam. The 2 best players in the series is Jimmy Butler, and it might also be Bam Adebayo, because Bam Adebayo's been playing dirty.
And Jimmy Butler is that best player in that series.
I don't think Jason Tatum is even the second best player in the series.
Really? That's
how I know he don't watch basketball. That's how you know Adam doesn't watch NBA.
He's a top 10 player in the sport.
Adam, Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum's a top 10 player in the sport at least.
What? Adam. You've been there, you El Stupido like a brown. No.
I would love to debate this with these guys, but unfortunately, guys, I don't know if you noticed, we are way past the 2-hour mark right now, so we got to start wrapping it up.
Adam, I'm deciding your buffoonery.
Adam, I would rather have Tyler Hero than Jason Tatum.
Facts. Tyler Hero's
respond to that.
Hey, Adam. Kyle Lowry is better than Jason Tatum. I'm sorry.
Please tell me you're not serious.
Actually, no. Kyle Lowry's defense is way better than Jason Tatum. So
Kyle Lowry is a problem.
I love you guys. I know I smack you sometimes, but I love you guys.
This would have been blasphemous. If I said Victor Oladipo was better than Jason Tatum, that would have been bullshit.
All right, but
let's be
Luka is better than Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown is better.
All right. One last point from Sam. Then we gotta get to our bets.
I think the Celtics would have a way better time and easier time if they had Kyrie Irving instead of Jason Tatum.
That is very, very clear sarcasm there. I can detect.
I think he was being sarcastic.
I'm just saying Kyrie Irving is a better player than Jason Tatum.
Adam.
All right, are we done?
Jason Tatum?
Who?
Marcus Camby.
What's it called? You could say the Celtics' real MVP is Robert Williams, because
Robert Williams is their best player on the team.
You could say actually he's their MVP because without Robert Williams, do you really think the Celtics make it this far?
Let's do our best because Alex is cranky and he needs his bottom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Before we do our bets, we got to do this, our fantasy baseball update. Guess what? My team, the New Jersey Yankees, it's the Broncos aren't official, but my team, New Jersey Yankees, put up a league high for a single game, 454 points on Team Kern. So my team just beat Team Kern 454 to 261, and I improved to 3-2, and Chris Kern falls to 3-2.
Damn, you beat Chris by 200 points?
Almost 200 points, yeah.
Fuck.
That's because I have Judge's stand on my fantasy team, and both those guys went off. So now moving on. The New Orleans Pelicans. You guys barely hold on to beat Team Reach 315 to 283. So that means Sam, you improved to 4-1, and Alex, you fall to 1-4.
I'm on a 4-game winning streak. Adam,
That's right. This is his fourth win in a row, 4-game winning streak.
Adam, I just realized I've only lost to you. I've won.
You're the only person you've lost to. You've won every single other match.
So, Adam, that basically means that our matchup is going to be the only match that really matters.
Okay, that's gonna be fun. But all right. So Sam, you improved the 4-1, Reach you fall to 1-4. But Team Murdock and Kansas City and Murder, and guys, Kansas City and Murder lost their fourth straight to Team Murdock 302 to 251.
That's so fucked up by you. That's so fucked up.
You lost your fourth straight.
Adam, you gave me all the worst MLB players on my team.
I ain't give you shit. I ain't give you shit.
You stole every
draft better next time. Draft better. You have Manny Machado on your team, and he's off an MVP season. I don't want to hear any excuses.
Adam, suck my left nut.
All right, but moving on to the standings. Moving on to the baseball standings. Sam's in first place in the East, 4-1. I'm in second place in the East, 3-2. Alex is in last place, 1-4. Chris and Murdock, I believe, are tied for first place in the West, 3-2 and 3-2, and Michael Cunningham, Tamsing, and Murray's in last place at 1-4. And now for our next matchups, guess what, Sam? Who's the one team you lost to?
You.
Yeah, guess what? You're facing me. You're facing me in week 6.
Ooh, this should be a good matchup, actually.
That's gonna be a good matchup. It's a matchup for first place. Michael Cunningham, Kansas City and Murder, and Team Reach. You guys are facing off to see who's the bigger loser. And Team Murdock will face Team Kern. You guys, I just realized that in all our competitions that me, Sam, Marcellus and Kern, we're all like in the top 4, and these two here, Alex and Michael, in the words of Chris McCain, you guys are our full-time, full-on, big-time, can't get any bigger losers.
Adam?
No, Adam, you know what I find really funny, actually? It's just
you guys really funny.
No, Adam, you know what I find really funny? I'm being so for real. This season, me and Marcellus are like winning almost every time. Adam, you and Chris are like very mediocre. It's like you're not bad. It's like Adam, you and Chris are not bad. You're not good, but you're not bad.
Middle of the pack.
You're in the middle of the pack. And then there's Alex and Mike, who no matter what they do in anything, they're just losing.
Alex, we gotta come back, guys. I'm tired of the abuse. What do you say, buddy?
Son.
Alex, what did I tell you about that sun crap? Don't look at me. Nah, you and I'm getting way too comfortable. We got who wants to die? I know where both y'all live. You guys want to die?
Yeah,
Mike, where do I live? Not the town address. Where do I live?
I'll just get beat out of Adam. Bro, I dropped you off. I know where it is. I ain't gonna say it on the air, but I know where you live.
Okay. All right, but I shouldn't have talked all that trash because now we gotta get to our bets. And remember before how I was roasting Michael and Alex?
Yeah.
Guess what? You two were the only ones to win your bet last time.
Yeah, you can kiss my ass, Adam. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, Alex had the Yankees over the White Sox and Padres over Braves, and he adds 26.69 points. See, this is what I told you guys about Alex. This is him with betting. He'll like literally lose like 10 in a row, and out of nowhere he'll hit this one insane parlay and add like 20 or 30 points.
He does
Here's the thing.
that every episode. He does this. He wins like loses 10 in a row. He wins 2 and then he loses another 15 in a row. And then
But those 2 will add like 100 points.
No, but Adam, you know what I find really funny?
What?
I looked in the standings, and I'm not trying to spoil anything, but it's going to be a spoiler for the points. It was just really funny that like I looked at Alex, he won the 23 points. I was like, oh wow, that must add to his score a lot. I looked, he's still below me and what's it called? Marcellus by like good 40 points. I'm like, fuck, you were that far behind.
Yeah, Adam, Sam, you're an asshole. Fuck you.
I was just like, what the fuck? You added 23 points.
Wow. You did him bad there, Alex. You did him bad.
What happened? What did he say?
Alex put Sam in the waiting room.
It's okay, Adam. That's what last place
It was
does
worth
too.
it.
Okay,
Sam,
but
I think Alex.
everyone lost. Everyone else lost. I had the Warriors over the Grizzlies by a fool. She took the Penguins over the Rangers in Game 6, and that screwed me. Sam had the Bucks over the Celtics and Suns over Mavericks. He went an over. I think what was that? I think it was Game 6, right?
Yeah, it was Game 6 for the Bucks, which they lost, but it was a good game. And then the Game 7 for the Suns, where I got completely fucking destroyed. Like it was.
Chris had the
bad.
Grizzlies over the Warriors in Game 6. He obviously lost that one, and Marcellus had the Mets over the Mariners. So up there in the standings, Marcellus remains your ringleader, 8-7 record, 82.14 points with 10 stars. Sam remains in second place, 6-9 record, 81.75 points for 8 stars. I'm in third place, 6-9 record, 55.3 points, 5 stars. Alex, my friend, you are now in fourth place. 4-1 record, the worst record, but you have 71.9 points for 3 stars. Chris, our friend Chris, he's in fifth place, 6-9 record, 50.01 points for 2 stars. And Michael Cunningham, you are back in last place, 5-10 record, 50.07 points, 2 stars.
Tell me how Mike. I just want to know. Tell me how Mike won his bet. Still didn't move anywhere.
If anything, I think it's because he went down because Alex jumped him.
Mike, you need to take some more serious bets, not these like 5-point pussy bets.
Sam,
That's the thing though. Whenever he takes serious bets, he always loses.
Exactly. That's why I hate taking serious bets because I always get screwed somehow. I had Jimmy Butler give me. Damn, Adam, why the hell your beard is in the camera screen? Damn.
I have to plug in my computer.
Sam, I dare you. If you have, Sam,
Mike,
if you have
no,
any
Mike,
go ahead of me, bitch.
No, I will, but Mike, I just want to say this, and I'm really rubbing salt in the wound. That game that you had, where you said Jimmy Butler is supposed to score 20 points. Yeah, Bam Adebayo scored 10 points. The Heat did win, but Jimmy Butler unfortunately only scored 19 points.
So you got
that's unfortunately why you won.
Alex, put him in the waiting room.
Don't shoot the messenger here, Michael. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. We're gonna go.
Sam, you had to rub the wound, Sam. You had to poke the bear. You had to poke the bear.
Like I said, I'm unhinged right now. I really don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Sam,
all right,
guys,
we're going way past the clock, so we're just gonna rattle off our bets one by one. So I'm gonna do what I should have done last episode. I'm gonna take the Yankees over the Orioles. I'm gonna take them on the spreads. Yes, everything on them. They should blow out the Orioles, and I'm gonna take the Warriors over the Mavericks on my line. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking the Warriors on my line, except I'm doing what I should have done last time. And I'm taking the Yankees as well. So there's my bet. Alex, you're up.
Okay, I am doing a 3-game parlay.
Oh, great. Here we go. Another parlay that Alex is probably going to lose, but knowing our luck, he'll probably hit it and score 50.
So, all 3 games are tomorrow. I mean, later today.
Okay.
So, my first one is Marlins money line against the Nationals.
All right, hold on. All right, Marlins over Nationals money line. Got that one.
Blue Jays money line against Seattle.
Blue Jays over Nationals money line. Got that one.
And Dodgers money line against D-backs.
Okay, I gotcha. But guys, we do not have Chris's bet, and we do not have Marcellus' bet yet. So, Sam, you're up.
Let Mike go first because he wants to verse me.
Damn, go fuck yourself.
All right,
Yep.
all right. Who's going? Michael, do you want to go for Marcellus?
Yeah, I'll go for. I want Sam to go first because Sam been pissing me off lately.
All right. My bet is that Joel Embiid won't be in a full body cast from all the injuries he sustained this playoffs.
Unfortunately, we cannot accept that, Sam.
All right, fine. I'm choosing the fucking what's the swordfish team in the fucking MLB?
The Marlins,
Yeah, the Marlins. I'm choosing them over whoever the fuck they're
the
versing.
Nationals.
Yeah, let's fuck the Nationals. Let's go against the Nationals because fuck them.
You could always bet against the Astros.
Who the Astros versus?
Here's the thing: there's one problem with that. They're playing the Red Sox.
That's like death row.
I'm choosing
That's
I'm choosing the Astros to win.
Oh, so are
Makes
you
sense.
adding that? Are you adding that?
Yeah, I'm choosing the Astros to win, and I will add one more thing to that.
What?
The Astros will win by 2 or more runs.
All right, so you're taking them on the spread, basically, right?
How many points do I get for that?
What? 1.5. 1.5.
What happens if I choose the Red Sox to win by 2 runs?
Let me check. Let me check the points. Let me check the points. Oh wow! Actually, you get 2.5 runs with Yeah, hold on. Let me check the alternate spread. There should be an alternate spread. But you would get. But assuming you do that, you would get more money with bet more points with the Astros. I was actually considering betting this game too. All
right, so I'll choose the Boston Red Sox to beat the Astros because fuck the Astros. Let's go
Okay.
Red Sox.
Wow.
Let's go Red Cox.
Pause.
All play, baby.
All right, so are you still keeping your Marlins bet, or are you tossing that in the trash?
Baby.
Yeah, I'm keeping my Marlins bet because
Okay.
fuck the Nationals. Let's go Red Cox. They all have their cocks out and they're all red.
Wow. All right. So we don't have Chris's bet yet. You want? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give Chris the Royals on the money line, and I'm gonna have him go ahead to me. I'm gonna give him the Mavericks on the money line too.
Wow, you're really just an asshole.
I'm gonna do Marcellus' bet now.
All right, do Marcellus' bet.
You're worse than the Red Sox when they, just don't wear any socks.
Damn.
He's a little
Okay.
he's a little butthurt. So I'm gonna give him the Mets. He's a little butthurt right now. He a little butthurt.
Because the Mets suck so bad, even though they're supposed to be the best team in the MLB.
Mets are actually doing pretty good. They're facing the Cardinals too. They're facing the Cardinals, who are
I'm gonna
really
do
good
Mets
team.
versus Cardinals. I'm gonna do a same game parlay.
Mets over Cardinals, money line, and what's the same game parlay?
Francisco Lindor having 2 hits or more. And also, who's pitching that day?
Who's pitching that day? Tyler Williams is pitching.
And Tyler Williams with three strikeouts or more.
All right.
And for the big daddy.
All right, let me get this down. 2 plus hits. Tyler, Williams, 5 plus strikeouts. SGP. All right, Michael Cunningham, last up. Go ahead.
I'm going to do Angels over Rangers.
Don't be a pussy. First
Angels over Rangers.
Don't be a pussy. First me. If you have any balls, don't choose the Astros.
Do it, Michael. Do it.
I never back. Everybody knows me. Adam, have I ever backed down from anybody?
No.
Yes, because you're a pussy.
I never backed down from a challenge every day in my life.
No.
So, Sam Morell, you know, there's the saying, be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it. So, and if you're not, I accept your challenge, bitch. Just like I beat you in basketball, I'm going to beat you in betting too, and I'm going to make you my bitch twice over, motherfucker. And I can't believe I'm going to say this. I'm picking Astros over the Red Sox. So, it's like, choose your death. Astros or Red Sox. It's like, what the fuck?
It's like, remember how like the Astros and the Red Sox made the ALCS this year? It's like, as a Yankees fan, it's like, how do you want to die? Gun or knife?
Exactly. It's like suicide or gun inflation, having a drug overdose or committing suicide. What do you want? What is less painful to do?
This got dark fast.
All right, and I also have.
I'm letting you know that the Red Cox are gonna beat the fuckboy Astros without any socks on, bro.
Okay, hold on. And I'm gonna pick the Yankees.
So who are they taking the Yankees over?
The Orioles.
Wait, Adam, the Yankees are versing Oreos.
The Orioles. No, not the Orioles. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were versing Oreos. I was like, ooh, Oreos.
All right, but guys, that's all for our bets, and that's all for this episode, guys. I think this has to be the best episode we've ever done. I think.
You're damn right. I think we did. This is the best episode we ever did. Dude.
This episode is gonna go down in history.
But Adam, also, this was the longest episode. It's 3 hours long.
Yeah. This is just to all up and coming podcasters. We do not recommend doing 2.5 hour episodes, but you know they say you gotta do. Also, Alex and Michael, you both owe me something. Mocker State in the playoffs beat TCNJ, so Michael, you gotta give it up. Say what you gotta say. Who is the better college?
Alex, what do we do to people that don't go to TCNJ? What do we do to them? Yeah, about that.
You said that if the Mocker State beat TCNJ, that you would admit Mocker State is the best on the air. So pay up.
Do I have to say it or Alex has to say it?
Either or.
Can I say it in Spanish?
You can say it in Spanish. Go ahead.
Adam is a pendejo. There, I said something. Montclair State University is a pendejo of a college, but they played great.
Okay. No. Just for saying that, I'm going to make Alex say it too. Alex, say it.
Alex, don't say nothing. Cochino, no bueno. No amigo. No.
I'll say this. TCNJ is better than you.
Fuck Montclair State for life.
Do my ears deceive me? Do I hear a bunch of pussies?
Oh.
Is that what I'm hearing? Adam, you're hearing what I'm hearing, right?
Can I also say fuck Fairleigh Dickinson for life? And fuck Sam's volleyball career because he's also terrible at that.
Unfortunately for Marcus State, we didn't do well. After that, we got bounced by William Harrison, and we got bounced by Rampo. So I wasn't able to cover those games, because I had COVID. But I will say, I definitely had a great time covering Marcus State baseball this year. So to Coach Schwarber and all the players, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Jersey Sporting News for letting me cover them.
No, it's just Daddy needs his rest right now.
Yeah.
Pause.
By the way, guys, we have breaking news. Breaking news here. The Calgary Flames beat the Dallas Stars in overtime. Future New Jersey Devil Johnny Gaudreau had the game-winning goal.
Damn, Adam is really persuading it. Hey, Adam, can I say one thing?
What?
Before we go off the air? Fuck hockey. And fuck the Devils and fuck the Flyers. And fuck the Penguins. Let's go Rangers.
Okay.
And Michael, just for that,
Let's
there you go.
Let's go. What would you say is the fuckboy team of hockey?
I would say it's the Toronto Maple Leafs, but they're out.
All right,
you guys know a funny stat? The Maple Leafs, they're like in the playoffs every single year. You guys know a stat? They haven't made it out of the first round since 2004.
The Rangers?
Oh, the Maple Leafs.
Toronto just sucks in hockey. What do you expect?
They're supposed to be actually really good. They have a lot of great players on our team, but yeah. All right, guys. Any final thoughts?
I really want to go to sleep, kittens.
All right, we're ending the show here. I have no idea how long this episode was, but guys, that's it. This is episode 91 of the Gay Podcast. Yours truly, Adam Grassani, Cunningham, Alex Reich, Sam Morell, and our special guest, Anthony Paradiso. Thank you for hearing. Be sure to leave a like and follow or subscribe to the podcast. Also, want to join the conversation? Leave a comment on YouTube or reach out to us on social media. We may feature what you have to say in a future episode of My Friends. Those human dreams is just fantasy. If you imagine a world, believe in it and dive in. See you next time, and until then, stay lit.